Hi, I'm Theo.
And I'm Callum.
This is the news at 1. Our headlines for today: the HS2 train to Manchester has been scrapped at just Birmingham.
A man has been arrested in Hornchurch Park for exposing himself to 2 teenage boys.
An 81-year-old man goes missing but can't resist a good pint. All that and more coming up.
For our first story, detectives are investigating an alleged incident that took place in Havering Park. Police were instantly called to the park at 1:10 p.m. on Saturday, following reports that a man had been carrying out sexual acts. The quick-to-act officers managed to track down the 51-year-old's car and arrest him on suspicion of indecent exposure and sexual activity towards a minor.
The man was taken to the East London police station and was given bail to return on a date in January pending further consequences.
Any witnesses or other citizens who know any information about the incident can call police at Havering via 101. Being a victim of sexual assault can be emotionally damaging and hard to deal with on your own. So please speak to someone, whether that's a GP, voluntary organisation, or even just a friend.
We're getting back on track here, unlike the HS2 from London to Manchester. Construction of the HS2 being cancelled due to lack of money. The person who thought of this idea was Rishi Sunak, who is the Prime Minister of the UK. Tory Grandy says scrapping the northern leg of HS2 would be abandoning the north. Former Tory Prime Minister, Lord Heseltine, has stated that there is a dilemma between spending money on big projects while ensuring everything else is fully funded. To quote, "In my experience, big projects like HS2 are opposed by the Treasury because it's against spending money. Those projects, such as the Jubilee Line in London, were also always politically controversial in one way or another."
He also added, "What you can't do is a sort of half job. There will have to be consequential cuts in other programmes or failure to increase other programmes. But you just have to think of in terms of Britain's reputation, of the confidence of investors, of the promises that the governments have made to realise that cancelling HS2 is a very dangerous step down a slippery slope of lack of confidence."
We have no idea of what is going to happen to that, but we do hope that it can get finished since it's been a work in progress for quite some time now.
If only that train had been running, we may have been able to find the 81-year-old man Ronald Webster, who went missing for a week only to show up in a Wetherspoons. Ronald Webster left his home in Oldham on a Thursday afternoon last week, and was then seen catching a bus to Huddersfield. His family became worried as he did not have his medication and phone with him, but just the clothes he was wearing.
Thank you for joining us for the news. We return shortly with the creators of a brand new show here on this channel. But first, on to the weather.
Hello Nashville, I'm your local weatherman Cotton Quartz. I'm not an actual meteorologist, but I do know my sight words. Today's weather report is brought to you by the letter C. And also, Pokemon cards! Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all! Let's take a look at today's weather in Nashville using our new weather simulator. All I have to do is click this button. So cold! Is there something behind me? Aw, this is more like it. It's cloudy today in Nashville with a slight chance of rain. The high of today will be 51 degrees, with a low of 33 degrees this evening. But warmer weather is on the way. Yesterday was the first day of spring, and you know what that means. Spring break! This has been your Waverly Belmont Weather Report. I'm Cotton Quartz.
Hello and welcome back. We're joined with Jaden and Luke here to discuss their new show, Juxtapose.
So, what is the show about?
The show is about differences between the ferrying communities in our country.
Oh, that sounds interesting. How would you be doing this?
Well, we're going to be grabbing two people of different descents, whether that be old or young, and different religions and not religious. Only the sky's the limit.
What can we expect to see from these groups?
We'll start with a general discussion about the differences between their lifestyles. This will then be followed with a more fun section as we ask a hypothetical question to see what groups will do in that situation.
That sounds very informative, but visually, what could we expect?
Well, we're looking to see a duochromatic colour palette, obviously representing the two different groups.
Well, I'm very excited to tune into your new show. But unfortunately, we're out of time for today.
Thank you for joining us today. Bye from me.
And bye from me.